Uber's new feature has some calling the app kind of creepy. The ride-hailing service introduced a new feature allowing the app to track your location even after a ride is over. The app can gather users' location data for up to 5 minutes after their journey has ended. The additional tracking is meant to help prevent fraud, but some users believe it's an invasion of privacy. Prior to this update, Uber only collected location information during a passenger's trip and only while the app was open.
A city in Japan is using special tags with barcodes to track old people with dementia who are getting lost. Japan's aging population is estimated to make up 40% of the population by the year 2060. Agency France Press reports a company in Aruma, Japan developed a small fingernail sticker that carries an identity number to help find missing people. The trackers are part of a free service launched this month, a first in Japan. The adhesive QR code can be sealed onto a person's nails.
What could be better than self-checkout lines at the supermarket? No checkout lines. Amazon's new brick-and-mortar store is making that a reality. It's testing a new smart grocery store in Seattle called Amazon Go. It allows shoppers to literally walk in, grab food off the shelves, and walk out without standing in a cash register line. Customers tap their smartphones as they walk into the store, which then connects them to their Amazon Prime accounts. By using machine learning, sensors, and artificial intelligence, the company says it can track the items customers pick up. Amazon's calling it Just Walk Out technology and is set to open to the public in early 2017.
All right, for the first time in American history, deaths caused by heroin use have surpassed those caused by guns. New data from the CDC show there were nearly 13,000 heroin-related deaths in 2015. That's 10 more than gun-related homicides. The number of deaths due to opioid overdose also surged, reaching more than 30,000 last year, 4 times the amount in 1999. The new findings highlight recent government surveys showing more than 20 million adults have a substance use problem.
One problem facing the incoming defense secretary is out-of-control, wasteful spending at the Pentagon. An internal study by the Defense Department reveals the U.S. military bureaucracy is overrun with waste, and the number is staggering, $125 billion. The Washington Post reports the Pentagon tried to cover up the news, fearing a backlash and a big cut from Congress. The study shows the Pentagon employs more than 1 million people for bureaucratic office personnel alone. That's almost equal to the 1.3 million troops in America's fighting force.
The tallest land mammal is now on the extinction watch list. The world's population of giraffes has plunged about 40% over the last 30 years. This is according to a conservation advocacy group. Now, reasons for that drastic decline are increasing human population, habitat loss, civil unrest, as well as illegal hunting.
Exiled Chinese dissidents are urging President-elect Donald Trump to fight for human rights in China. The communist country is known for persecuting and imprisoning religious minorities, political prisoners, and other dissidents. Several former prisoners spoke before a congressional commission this week calling for tougher action against China's human rights abuses. One exiled Chinese citizen said at the hearing, any sign that the United States is ready to relinquish its commitment to raising human rights concerns in favor of achieving policy gains elsewhere will be a victory for China. Although Trump has not said much about advocating for civil liberties in the communist-ruled nation, many suspect he will adopt a tougher American policy toward China.
This 14-year-old student, seen on camera wildly swinging at least one large knife, is in critical condition this morning, shot by police trying to stop him.
Shots fired with a student down at Hug High School.
Investigators say it started as a fight between 2 students at this Reno high school around lunchtime. It quickly escalated when the 14-year-old boy pulls the knife in the middle of a crowd, but the student refuses to drop the knife. The officer fires a single shot.
He's going around telling everybody he's going to shoot and stab everybody. So, I mean, he finally did it, and he got shot.
The officer gave verbal commands for the student to drop the knife, ultimately firing his service weapon, stopping the threat. Once the threat was stopped, the shooting officer immediately began to provide medical aid to the student.
The teen is critically injured on the ground as the school is put on code red lockdown.
Officers are going classroom to classroom, looking for potential other victims, looking for witnesses to the incident to make sure that the kids are safe.
No one else was injured. Detectives are now interviewing witnesses and asking for any other videos like these. The officer who opened fire is now on paid leave.
For the first time, we hear this accused racist and mass murderer try and explain himself this morning.
I was sitting there and I was like, just thinking about whether I should do it or not.
In his disturbing video confession, recorded by agents from the FBI, 22-year-old Dylan Roof acts as if he's talking about a night out on the town.
Did you shoot him? Yes.
What kind of gun did you use?
A Glock 45.
In surveillance videos played in court from outside this historic black church in June of 2015, we see the faces of the 9 parishioners Roof is accused of killing. These are their last moments alive. 87-year-old Susie Jackson, Cynthia Hurd, and Reverend Pinkney. He left behind these 2 little girls.
Why did you have to do it?
Well, I had to do it because somebody had to do something. Because, black people are killing white people every day.
He says he bought the gun, seen here, after his 21st birthday.
How many times did you reload?
All the times. When I shot a magazine, it's like I just went pop, 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 you see what I'm saying?
At times, he laughed, telling the story. He calls himself a white nationalist and says that the Trayvon Martin case in Florida woke him up.